Smooches, this is the Shea Buttercream Diva, and this is my weight loss journey through VSG. So come along for the ride. Tell me I'm the only one. Tell me I'm the only one. Hi, my name is Adrienne again, and welcome back to video number 2 in my series on weight loss and VSG surgery. This video is all about accountability and requirements. What? Yes. So let's get the accountability out the way. I am 50. I'm going to be 51 this week. I am 5'8", and my weight is 282 pounds. We're not even going to talk about that, okay? Well, yeah, let's talk about it. I almost passed out when I was at the doctor's office and I got weighed. I thought it was 20 pounds, at least 20 pounds lighter, which I'm sure a lot of people, you, me, other people who have a problem with weight, that's how our weight gets away from us, because we have in our mind what we look like, what we weigh, and then reality hits you like a truck. Boom. That's not what you look like. That's not what you really weigh. And so it was a wake-up call to me to see that number or hear that number. But this is what I look like here, and I'll put a picture. And this is the now. Stay tuned for the after. Before and after, we're going to get through this. So let's answer what is VSG and what is gastric bypass. So VSG is the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And I'm going to put up a little something right here so you can see your stomach is shaped kind of like a kidney bean. And when you have the sleeve, they cut like 85% of your stomach. And your stomach is now shaped like a banana or a sleeve. When they cut that 85% of your stomach, they cut where the hormone ghrelin is made. And ghrelin is a hormone that is produced in your stomach that produces hunger, that causes you to be hungry. So they cut that part out, which is why so many lose weight with the restricted diet and what have you. But after a while, that hormone starts to get reproduced again. So it's temporary. Gastric bypass is totally different. I'll put up something here. Gastric bypass is where they disconnect the big intestine, the little intestine, part of your stomach, rearrange much, because you have a greater risk of complications and bleeding. Your recovery is longer. So that wasn't something that my doctor and I thought would be best for me. It may be best for you, perhaps, but right now, this is not for me. So let's get into the requirements. What do you have to go through to get weight loss surgery? So this is for self-pay and for insurance. Now, if you go out the country, which a lot of people have, you don't have to go through all of these requirements. Some insurances make you go through like 6 months of weigh-ins, make you have nutrition classes, blah, 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 for months, whatever. My insurance does not. So these are the requirements that I have to go through. You have to see a cardiologist. They need to check your heart. You have to see a pulmonologist to check your lungs. You have to have a psych evaluation to make sure there are no underlying problems, maybe an eating disorder or what have you. Nutritionist, which is important, which should not be skipped, because once you have this surgery, your way of eating is totally changed. You will not be eating the same. So you need to see a nutritionist to get some tips on your new way of eating, what you require: more protein, less sugar, the size portions, what have you. That's important. You have to have an endoscopy performed. So endoscopy is when they put you to sleep and they put a camera down your throat to look in your stomach, and they also take a biopsy of your stomach to make sure that you don't have this bacteria. I won't even say the name of it, but a bacteria that can cause ulcers. If they find it, you have to go on some antibiotics before you have the surgery. And then you have to have another endoscopy done to make sure it's cleared up. Also have to have a chest x-ray. An ultrasound of your lower extremities, like your stomach. They did, I'll get into it, your lower extremity. And you have to have blood work and a sleep study. So I would tell you what I've done. I've had the chest x-ray. I've had the ultrasound. So they did an ultrasound of my stomach, lower stomach, and they do your legs too, and your veins, and they go all the way down to your ankle. I guess they're checking your circulation. So as she's looking with the scope, she's squeezing part of my leg, and you can hear whether or not your veins respond and the blood rushing in and out. So I guess they're checking for circulation to see if you have blood clots or anything. I have had the blood work. So I had my blood work done, and the results show that I have a vitamin D deficiency and a vitamin D1 deficiency. And also I have my parathyroid is out of whack, which causes extra calcium to be released in the blood. So basically, the vitamin D and D1 deficiency caused the parathyroid to go out of whack. So they have prescribed me vitamin D, which I take once a week, and a D1, which I take every day. And I made an appointment to see my primary care. So because my cholesterol is high also, which is hereditary, so I need to see my doctor so I can be put on cholesterol medication to control it. We'll have to do a sleep study, which I did. I will insert some video here. It was weird. You'll see the machine. It wasn't, my husband had a sleep study done years ago where he went to the office and slept there overnight. Me, I did it at home. So it wasn't wires all over and what have you. It was like this headband thing, which you'll see in the video. And it had a tube which goes into your nose that will measure your breathing. It wasn't that bad. I didn't think I would be able to sleep comfortably. Out cold. Sis was knocked out. Got the results of my sleep study last week. I hit the floor. She said that I have severe sleep apnea, that I stop breathing 30 times in 1 hour. I was so hurt. I couldn't believe it. Me? So I'm waiting to speak to them because I'm probably going to have to be put on that CPAP machine for at least 6 months. And then they said they'll redo the sleep study program, the test. So after I filmed this video, see, it's still same clothes on. I got a phone call from the sleep study department, and I made an appointment for the day before my evaluations to do an overnight sleep study at the hospital with the CPAP machine. So it's so crazy. Just as I was talking about it, they called me and made an appointment so I can get that going. Just an update. That has no bearing on the surgery when I get a date and when I complete everything. Which my thinking is it will help in when you do all these tests, then the doctor will submit it to the insurance company and you have to wait for the approval. So all these things, I don't have diabetes, I don't have high blood pressure. So the morbid obesity, BMI, that's what they said. That really hurt my feelings. In 2 weeks, I have an appointment at the center where I'm getting all of this done. They have several hospitals and centers that they deal with where they do all the tests in one place. So I have an appointment where in one day I can have all these tests done. So I go in 2 weeks and then we'll go from there. It's going to be interesting. So I'd love for all of you to join me on this journey. Send me some questions that you want to know. Send me some questions that I should be asking, perhaps, that I don't know or never thought of. What's your experience? Let me know. I want this to feel like, oh, it's time for me to go see my friend Adrian. Here I am. We're going to chit and we're going to chat and we're going to get it together. So come along with me on my journey. And if you so happen to want to support me, please click the like button. Please click the subscribe button and the bell so you know when I post more videos. Because, hey, we need to chit and chat. So I want y'all to have a great and productive day and don't let anyone steal your joy.